Um, Finally, yeah, I think it's finally actually second from last. Kylie Minogue is friends with Conor McGregor, and her friends, and her fans are expressing. When I saw this, fans expressed concern for Conor McGregor over Kylie Minogue's sponsorship. Apparently, at Cannes Film Festival, um, they were posing for photos together, and that's Minogue, who of course is of Irish heritage, said that she would be spending some time with Conor McGregor. Um, who should be more worried, Kylie or Conor? Because as a Kylie fan from probably '88, uh, I'd say he should be more worried.
I, it's just so bizarre. Like, to be honest, part of me is relieved when I see these bizarre pictures of him with various celebrities. And there was some other famous jeweler he was photographed with at the Cannes Film Festival, because it stops him from going on about actually doing a return to the octagon or to a boxing ring. So I'm much happier if he wants to go behave like that, but it's just so strange. Like, I, I am going to be disparaging. I was going to say I'm not going to. What in the name of blue blazes would Conor McGregor have to talk about with Kylie Minogue? Like, to be a fly on that wall would be a fly who was throwing themselves at the wall trying to knock themselves out. It would be so, so bizarre. But I suppose it's the level of celebrity he has that it transcends sport, because I doubt Kylie is she may be a massive UFC fan. I could be doing her a disservice. It's just such a strange combination. Um, everything, everything about it is strange. I saw the picture on Instagram and I was like, oh, there's Conor McGregor posting a picture of Kylie, because that's the way I viewed it when I saw it. And I was like, no, it's Kylie posting a picture with Conor McGregor. The distinction is important. I love that
Yes.
people are expressing concern, though. It's like there are first world problems, and then there's worrying about Kylie Minogue's image being disturbed by being associated with Conor McGregor.
Now, in fairness, let's be honest with this. Kylie hasn't had a hit really since Locomotion in 1988. Since she's been sort of she's been spinning around and not doing very much the last couple of years. So this actually could be a boost for her career and her image.
It could. Was she coming back? Are they doing like a Neighbours, like, final ever episode? Is she going back for that? Her and Jamie
God.
Dunn. I could be completely wrong, but that to me is a career highlight for her, and she is clearly on her way back up if that's the case. Yeah. Again, you also have to look at when you see people that you wouldn't normally associate with one another posting these suddenly BFFs for life pictures. You're like, what is in it for both of them? And there's probably a lot in it for both. It's a good, like, here I am with my celebrity friend. Have you seen this? And how can we mutually make our profiles be on newspapers like the Mirror, the Daily Mail? It's
That's
probably
it. That's it. Because this week I looked at the Daily Mail and there was a lot of interesting stories. And that one really caught my eye. The next one, of course, caught my eye, and it was a very funny one. Andy Carroll. So on his
oh,
stag do
this was
was in
brilliant.
bed with two women. And this is what I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This just seems to be much ado about nothing. It's people they met who were living there. The woman who we met or that took the photo of herself, he's passed out unconscious, drunk. And the girl, it was so funny. This Taylor Jane Wilkie, uh, she's 27-year-old of age. She said that nothing sexual happened. Well, I mean, he was unconscious, drunk. But she actually, a couple of years ago, had run away from England. She was about to get married and then ran away to Dubai. And she's living there and working away in Dubai. This is a strange one. And I mean, why is this even noteworthy? And of course, his fiance said, sure, I believe him. He wasn't doing anything. You
So
know, she,
his fiance would be kind of well known in her own right in the UK because she was on Towie. The only way is,
oh, the only way is
yeah,
Essex. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
he would have built up a profile from this. And I suppose, like, it's such a bizarre thing, but then it has shades of the Wayne Rooney incident last year, was it? He was photographed in a hotel room after a derby game with.
That's right. When he was like drunk.
I have
Yeah.
two big issues with this. I do actually have a big issue with it. The first one is he an absolute moron? Firstly, the second issue I have is it's such an amazing invasion of privacy. Like, if that was the other way around and a man took a photo of a sleeping woman, can you imagine? No one would be going, this is a great laugh, or questioning anything to do with what had happened because he's a footballer. They would be going, this is incredibly creepy. And I felt the same way at the Wayne Rooney. It's exploitative. You cannot do
Yeah.
things like it's okay. Like,
I
I'm
never
not.
thought of that. Yeah, I never thought of it like that. That's actually a really good way to look at it.
People look at things in it. We have a very blinkered view when we look at things and we see a woman doing something as opposed to a man. And I just think, like, his partner, obviously they have children together. I think it's something you don't need to be saying, oh, I did it as a joke. Well, if you did something as a joke, maybe it went to your friend group. How did it end up on the cover of a national newspaper? I don't know what your
And
friend group
yeah,
like, but mine generally don't end up in on national newspapers. And like a few nights ago, we came back from dinner and I fell asleep on a sofa, and Brian sent a very funny photo of me asleep on the sofa, practically chewing on a cushion, to my brother. It was a great, attractive photo that will not be going on my Instagram. But the whole point was that was a joke. And it was one where I was shown the photo, told it had gotten to my brother, and there was a running joke. Taking a photo of someone without their permission, when they're asleep, when you don't know each other, and that person is intoxicated, if it was a woman, think about if it was a woman.
was it today or yesterday? I was watching I'm a fan of his, Ryan Long. He's a Canadian comedian. Very good performance, and he was doing a bit on stage about. I think it was in Florida. He said there was so many female teachers having relationships with teenage boys, young teenage boys, like 13, 14 year age, and joking about it. And people laughing and clapping, go, yeah, they're heroes, and those guys are so cool, and and I'm thinking, no, and I hear that, and you hear from men it's like, oh, she's so hot, like hot teacher, yeah, he's so lucky.
It's a relationship of trust where you're in loco parentis.
Exactly.
You're in the place
But
where,
exactly, but put it the other way around.
oh yeah,
A male teacher and a young female student, the people would want him strung up by his testicles.
oh
They
completely.
would. And I mean, just you reminding me of that, and I think it's just so painful to see it. So I honestly thank you for bringing it up. I didn't look at the Andy Carroll situation from that point of view. Thank you for bringing it up, because that was bothering me when we hear like, oh, like it's great, like these, and they joke about it. Saturday Night Live had a great, it was funny, but you look at it kind of going, yeah, but that's not funny. And I think it was Ronda Rousey was in a sketch of Saturday Night Live, the TV show, the NBC TV show, where she was this. I think she was a teacher who was having an affair with a boy and so on, and people were laughing and saying this is very funny. Where it's child abuse, and this is abuse. No, no. Okay.